This is the Aspire Plato. I've been using this device for about 2 months, and this is just going to be a quick review. Here's the device, fire button, screen, and it actually flips when you flip it. The plus and minus, you can adjust your wattage depending on what coil you're using. You have air control down here, mouth tip that comes off to access the removal of your coil. The case is actually slides off and it has magnets that hold it in place. It's actually very sturdy. You can see the battery, the tank. These little yellow rubbers are how you fill and drain. Just pop right open. And you can see the wick on your coil, maybe. The white. If your juice drops below that level and you're hitting it, you could be getting a dry hit, so you want to make sure you keep juice in it. Slap it back on. Now when you take the battery out, say to charge it, which you could actually charge it from the front right there, but if you have external batteries, a charger, when you swap the battery out, power's back on, it will say new atomizer. Scroll to yes or no, hit the fire button, and that's it. Now you saw it's on 40 watts because I'm using the 0.4 ohm coil. I think they call it the mini Clapton coil, which is a direct to lung coil. You're going to get a lot more vapor production. This whole thing slides down inside the tube. It goes just beside it. And then this is a housing for the 1.8 ohm coil. This is a mouth to lung setup. It's really, you don't get much vapor production. You have to suck pretty hard to get it. That's why we switched to the 0.4. But the coil is actually only about this big, and it goes on the front of this housing here. And you just put it in the same way. So it comes with some extra rings, just in case. These are the ones that you popped open to fill it. And you get this little tool, it says Aspire on it, that is to remove your coil. It fits in the top, just like that, and you twist it counterclockwise to loosen, clockwise to tighten. You can also use a coin, like a nickel or a penny. Comes with a user's manual and a warranty card. Came in a very nice box, Plato, Aspire. So some of the pros are it's definitely very easy to use, really good vapor production. It's small, fits right in your pocket very easily. The filling is fairly easy once you get used to it, and really overall it's just a really nice product. It's solid, it has a nice weight to it. It's not a pass-through, so when you're charging it with this micro USB, you can't actually use it. You have to let it charge, which is why we purchased an external charger. So we just charge the batteries and then you can just swap them right out after. These batteries that came with it have been lasting us, it lasts pretty much all day on a charge. So you would just charge it overnight. One of the cons is when you're changing the coil, it goes down inside of here and this Pyrex tube comes off. When you're tightening the coil back up, you're going to want to keep these towards the top. And you can see mine is a little off because it's just kind of hard to keep it in place while you're tightening it. It wants to spin. Putting one of the coils in, I actually had a leaking problem, which I narrowed down to that yellow O-ring right there. I had broken it, and I started getting leaking when I overfilled it. And now I've rectified that problem, and I don't have to worry about that. But other than that, it doesn't leak out the bottom once everything is right. If it's together right, it doesn't leak out the bottom. It has a hole in the back that you're supposed to be able to see your juice level through, but it's really very hard. It's easier just to open it up and take a look. Overall, it's a very nice product. I would recommend it to anybody really looking to get into vaping. We've been using it for about 2 months. I think we paid $50 for it. And it comes with what I showed you inside this box. And really, it's a low-cost setup for maybe if you're quitting smoking or just vaping for fun. I would definitely recommend it. A few more cool features that the Aspire Plato has is you can lock it by clicking the fire button 5 times, and it says locked, click 5 times. So if it's in your pocket or somewhere in a bag maybe, you can't accidentally hit the fire button, and that could cause some problems. So to unlock, you just click it again 5 times and it unlocks. Another cool feature is the stealth mode. You click it 3 times and it'll go black. Now you can still fire it at this point. It'll still work. You can vape, and there's just no screen. So maybe if you're trying to conceal it, I don't know. So just to come back out of stealth mode, you do another 3 clicks, and it's back to normal. You have your battery life, the volts, the ohms, and the watts. If you hold the plus and minus together, it brings you to the menu, which is VWVV, variable wattage, variable voltage mode, or TC mode, which is temperature control mode. Now, in temperature control mode, you have the options to select nickel, titanium, I don't even know, the other ones. Those coils apparently aren't available yet, but if you did have those coils, you could control the temperature. But in variable wattage mode, once you put your coil in, I usually go to variable wattage output and just set it for 40 watts. If you look on the coil itself, it will tell you, it's small, but it will tell you the recommended wattage for that coil.